Select a file.
This stupid game has a big place in my heart. I don't know if it's a good game because I've played it so many times now that I might be conditioned to like it. Some sort of weird gaming Stockholm syndrome, but this game influences a lot of my basic design principles. I mean, the clouds, the blue, the white, it's all here. It all came from this. But I find this to be an interesting game at the very least because it's interesting to see what the developers were trying to communicate. This was a milestone game, you know. It's a game, the first time Sonic would be in 3D, at least fully, not to get semantic. But it's interesting to see how they interpret a lot of the 2D Sonic elements into 3D, which I think is fitting because we're also seeing that with Metroid Prime.
Oh yeah! This is happening! What's up?
Right off the bat, you're going to notice some changes. First and foremost, that the graphics are highly improved, and I'll explain that in a moment.
You are completely surrounded! Surrender yourself! Lock on target, man! Ready? Fire! Oh no! Our weapons are useless! Retreat! All personnel, fall back!
Oh yeah! This could be fun!
Now, a lot of you seasoned Sonic Adventure players like myself will have also noticed that a few sounds that should have been there in the original were actually there. There's a lot of mods that I've installed to improve the experience of this game, and I've essentially titled this stream, or unofficially titled the stream, The Way You Remembered Playing Sonic Adventure. Everything has been upscaled through some sort of AI system, and there's just a lot of collision improvements, a lot of UI upscaling.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time!
And as always, Sonic Adventure is an interesting game. This first boss fight, a lot of people complain because you start the game playing a boss fight, but I don't know. It's like a cutscene fight, so I'm okay with it. I'm always okay with having a little bit of gameplay in the beginning just to prime you, just to get your controller warm.
You know nothing, fool! It's Chaos, the god of destruction!
I love the aesthetics of this game.
Huh? What? Tails? Watch out! You're gonna crash! Ah! Tails! Now, what am I gonna do with you?
At this point, if you're unfamiliar with Sonic Adventure, you've probably realized that this game is jank as hell. Yeah, it came packaged that way, and yeah, we all lived with it, and some of us love it. This game is far from perfect, but it has got so much heart inside of it that, I don't know, it was infectious. I'm going to take this moment to try and show, real quick, the mod list that I'm using so that I can actually explain what modifications there are on screen. There we go. I've got a couple. You'll notice mainly the Dreamcast conversions.
There's no time to rest.
I know, Sonic. Give me a second. I'm explaining stuff. Anyway, the point is, I've got mods that change all the models and textures to go back to the original Dreamcast version. Whole story if you don't know what that's about. But I've also got them AI upscaled, I've got some smoothed out collision, and I've just got some general nice looking effects added. So if you're interested in modding and you want to get the kind of setup that I have, here's what I've got. I don't have any other modifications on the folder or anything.
Better get going.
I agree with you, buddy. But this would be Sonic's first actual 3D game, and it's kind of amazing that they managed to get a game to feel this good coming right out of the gate. I think a lot of people will struggle with... how do I want to put it? The momentum of Sonic. He's kind of a janky little ball of energy, and he doesn't really want to cooperate unless you beg him to. But once you do learn all the different ins and outs of the movement system, once you actually start to learn the levels, learn the layouts, it actually becomes kind of like a fun little roller coaster you can ride on anytime you want. Leave that. But I think the comparison I would really make is like a diorama. The joy I feel in these levels is the fact that they feel like they were handcrafted. Like someone had to manually move every piece of terrain. There was no procedurally generated, no piecemeal, no prefab. It was all just by hand, polygon placement, and probably not all of it was, but the fact that it is so unique in every aspect of its gameplay is what draws me to it. I've got to admit, I actually played the games in reverse order. I started with Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, and ended up playing Sonic Adventure DX, both of them on the GameCube. In fact, I'm playing with the GameCube controller right now. But I massively prefer this one over the second one, precisely because the levels in 2 feel a lot more prefabricated. Whereas in this game, you get acts. Like you get a story. Of course, this is not a perfect game. But dang is it trying. it's interesting trying to think how they were going to transition a level like Green Hill into a 3D space. And it seems like they managed to solve a lot of it by kind of
Yes.
going for an island-like design for their levels. Like you see it in other parts of the world, not just the level-themed area, but you're kind of situated in these bubbles that are isolated from one another except for connecting rooms. And it works. I think
Yeah, not bad.
if I have to give Sonic Adventure 2 any credit, it's that they do kind of layer on top of each other better. The levels, at least.
Hey, Sonic! Long time no see, huh?
I'm just glad you're okay. What happened anyway? You're too good of a pilot to just crash like that.
That was a test run using a new prototype propulsion system. It's got a few bugs to iron out.
Why not just use my plane, the Tornado?
Thanks, but you gotta check out my newest power supply. Ta-da!
Whoa! A Chaos Emerald!
Yep, I just happened to find one of the 7 emeralds during one of my test flights. This thing's got unlimited power, you know. So I figured, why not use it to power my plane? Supercharge! You gotta come over to my workshop, Sonic. I've got something I've gotta show you. It's in the Mystic Ruins. The fastest way is by train. Let's go!
It's so interesting to hear the development behind this game. There was an attempt to sort of turn this into a Sonic role-playing game, you know? Something akin to The Legend of Zelda. And a lot of that is reminiscent, or it remains in the NPCs, the towns that you can roam, and the big emphasis on story as well. This is one of the parts that I actually really enjoy about Sonic Adventure, is the fact that you can talk to NPCs, and not just the fact that you can talk to NPCs, but that there's stuff to do around town to just fiddle around. Just kind of soak in the atmosphere. And I love, they always change their dialogue when the world state changes. So like whenever you finish a level, or like when a level opens up, there's a tiny window where some dialogue opportunities can be missed. It's crazy. There's entire arcs that happen in this game through the dialogue, and it's evident that a lot of things were being experimented with in this game. And your mileage will vary, I guess, on how well they succeeded, but I think if anything, Sonic Adventure 2 did improve generally on the gameplay, on the game feel, the controls. I don't know, there's something so cozy about the world of Sonic Adventure. Before this, the only game of the classic series that I had played was Sonic 1. It wasn't until the Mega Collection and Gems Collection that I actually got a chance to play 2 and 3. And it's interesting, most of my exposure to Sonic was actually in its original comic adaptation.
If it isn't Sonic!
Look, it's a giant talking egg.
Silence! I am Dr. Robotnik, the greatest scientific genius in the world!
Whatever you say, Eggman.
Enough! I've got big plans, and now I'm gonna put them to work!
You're always up to no good. Now what do you want?
I want all of the Chaos Emeralds. Better not interfere, or else.
Or else what, you big loser?
Or else I'll take them from you by force, the hard way.
By force, the hard way. Is that semicolon the hard way? As in, by force is the hard way? I'm going to talk a lot more about the level design of this game once we get to Windy Valley, because that is my absolute favorite stage, but I don't have a lot of positives to say about the bosses of Sonic Adventure. Again, they're trying, they're experimenting. Like, here, dodge a homing attack that's not really homing, it's... Here's a homing attack. But it's obvious that they're just trying to teach the player how to move around. And it's reinforcing that the boss camera is always going to be locked on the boss. I do know the infinite to clear this boss in just one cycle, but I wanted to give him a chance. It's so nice to look at the backgrounds. They've also been AI upscaled.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time. Well, that wasn't so hard.
Aha!
Oh no!
Well, hello, Blue Speed.
Come on, Chaos. Time to eat.
Thanks for tuning in.
Chaos? Oh no, isn't that the same monster I saw the other day?
Oh, yes. It's just as the stone tablets predicted.
I'm being polite and letting them at least have their villain speech.
His strength increases every time I feed him a Chaos Emerald.
I'm doing well, thank you. Oh, thank you for following.
He'll be invincible and work for me. Together, we'll destroy Station Square. And on its ruins, I'll build Robotnik Land.
Of course you will, Doctor.
Where I will rule it all. Come on, Chaos. Let's find another emerald, shall we?
Sonic! We can't let him get away with this, can we?
No way, Tails!
Without more emeralds, the monster can't transform. So, it's up to us to get the emeralds before Eggman does, huh?
Yeah, he's well, he does build Eggman Land in Unleashed, and he does get his revenge there. So I'll reiterate from the beginning of the stream, just for your sake, but I am using mods that upscale the textures of this game, and also using Dreamcast textures. So this stream is unofficially titled How You Remember Sonic Adventure. A joke so good I had to repeat it. How you should remember, yeah. But I've also got a lot of just like quality of life features, better HUD, better collision. But this is, I think, where the game really does show off what it's trying to do. a big part of Sonic Adventure 3, or Sonic 3 and Knuckles was its set pieces. And it's nice here because it still uses the set pieces, but it still also does like the high path, the low path, the middle path, and have them be like geometrically different from each other, and they're not just different levels of the screen. And then you get stuff like this. Like, this is super 3D.
Head straight up. You should be able to get out of a tornado.
I do play Nintendo stuff. In fact, I'm playing Metroid Prime as well. Although I think I'm pretty much one stream away from finishing. Oh dear. Oh, can I cheese this? What else am I playing? Well, I mean, after Metroid Prime, I don't know what I'm playing. If you've got a recommendation, I'm always down. Oh. So much my personal aesthetic has come from this game, and it's because of this level. Oh, dude, I can't believe that Metroid Prime 4 is real. Although, personally, I don't know how I feel about a non-Alpha Dream Mario and Luigi, but that's like a personal thing. Honestly, I'm just glad to see more of that. I'm glad that I can finally play Luigi's Mansion 2. I never got it on the 3DS. Why eagles? I find it hilarious. Like, this game, this part of the level is obviously just a fun speed section, but it kind of shows off how janky the controls are because you're constantly grinding your face against the rails. Also, it was this level that taught me the trick to survive all of these scripted sequences in this game, and it's just to hold forward.
Yes.
I don't know why. I don't know why they coded it that way, but it made sense to them. That's what's fascinating about old games, because it's just, we did it because it made sense to us. Let's see what you wrote.
Yeah, not bad.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
Oh, interesting. Very interesting. I didn't know that. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know where I'm going. Wait, am I fighting Knuckles? No. I think I'm getting my shoes. Fake fan. I need to play Xeno. The problem with Xenoblade and a lot of those games is that I just don't have the patience for JRPGs. It's unfortunately I can't commit myself to a 60-hour game unless it's in short chunks. Oh my god. I almost got turned into a blue pancake. I really, really, really wanted to like Paper Jam, but it felt soulless. It felt 2D. What are those?
Now you've got light speed shoes. Press and hold the action button to store up power. Once you have enough power, release the button and you can do the Lightspeed Dash. The Lightspeed Dash lets you race toward rings at light speed. As long as there's a trail of rings, you can go just about anywhere.
No, a lot of people did not like Paper Jam. A lot of people have just not liked the RPGs in general. It's funny. It almost feels like Nintendo said, fine, we'll give you the originals. And then once they saw how popular they were like, oh shit, oh right. We forgot. That's why they like them. Take me away from here. You know, I did play Origami King. That was pretty fun. Not groundbreaking. I mean, not like the best Mario RPG, but it was fun. What are you doing here? Are you? No, you're just a random NPC. Okay. I love all the different arcs in the NPC stories. Like, she will stand here for the entire game waiting for her dad to come home. He eventually does, spoiler alert, but it's just kind of sad to just see her always there. I'm glad that Nintendo... am I? Let me collect my thoughts on that one. I feel like Nintendo is leveraging their old IPs, and I don't know if I'm fully happy about it. Like, I'm glad that Metroid Prime 4 finally has gameplay footage, but it looked weirdly scripted, like it wasn't actual gameplay footage. And then, again, with the non-Alpha Dream team, still, it makes Brothership really weird for me. Oh my god. I'm gonna get run over. What else did they show? Why can't I remember? There was Tropical Jam, or Tropical Freeze. Tropical Jam. I was thinking of Jungle Beat for some reason.
Ready? Go!
I'll be honest, this is not my favorite level, but I think it has its own charm. My god, this looks so beautiful. You're right. Blue Speed, you're right. It was Donkey Kong Country Returns, because it was the masked guys. I didn't play those, unfortunately. I really like that they tried to make a pinball game. Like, there's a lot of intricacies in the upper routes that I don't think you can fully explore, just because the controls are so janky that it doesn't do what it thinks it's trying to do. But it's cute. Oh, really? I might check that out. Okay, so check this out, right? So it takes you up here. And what you're supposed to do is balance into that cylinder to get all the bubbles, all the TV monitors. But no. The only way you can do that is by shaking the table. Oh, wonderful. Well, that's a good demonstration of the slot mechanic. I at least want to go into the other tunnel before I show the sewers. Because I think the sewers is probably a better way to collect coins. Rings. Come on. I'm actually not sure how the tilt mechanic works. For the longest time, I assumed it nudged Sonic in the direction opposite the way you were pressing. But it kind of seems... Oh, I almost got that. Yeah, it's very inconsistent. I think out of any game, Sonic Adventure perfectly encapsulates the Dreamcast. I didn't end up playing this game on that system until much later in my life. I'm gonna go to the sewers. But it's got so much heart, and it's trying to do so many things, and it doesn't do them perfectly, but it tries so hard that you can't help but give it a participation award.
Ready, go!
Like, this is cool. This is a fun little mechanic to explore. I love the windy tunnels of Sonic Adventure. I don't know why. In Sonic Adventure 2, everything feels so grid-like. In Sonic Adventure, in this game, I feel like there's no, like, straight edges anywhere. Everything is bendy. I, in the future, plan to invest in a DS capture card, because there's a lot of 3DS and DS games that I want to stream, some of which that I think have gone severely underrated. Like, Glory Days 2 is an amazing pilot sim that is just ignored.
Ready, go!
Well, that was fun. We've got a lot of rings, but we need just a couple more so that we can complete the gimmick of this stage. Which I think is clever. We need to deposit 400 rings into the bank before we can mount our pile of money and reach the top. But it just, why do I get a bank? Where's everybody else's? I get it's a video game, so it's just... just a communal money pit. But this is a great area to farm lives in. It's just, it's so sad working to get 400 rings and having to just give it away.
Yes!
Oh well. I've got 2 emeralds. Hopefully nothing bad happens.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, that's what I say when someone charges at me. Hey!
Oh, no, you don't!
Oh, jeez! Eggman.
Oh, man. What happened to that emerald we just had?
I guess Eggman's got one of them. But the other one's safe. That guy must be desperate.
That means his 2 to our 1, and that's not good. Come on, Sonic! We need to get busy!
Oh, hi. It's Cream. Bye, Cream. It's fun. I remember a lot of the American Sonic cartoons airing around the same time that the Sonic Adventure DX and Sonic Adventure 2 battle games were releasing. So they had overlapping stories. Or at the very least, the TV series tried to incorporate the games. And they tried their best. That's, I think, what continues to endear me to Sonic, is the fact that no matter what, he's got so much heart behind him. Now, personally, I'm not a big fan of this next area. The last part's really cool, but it holds one of the challenges that is included in the DX edition that I think is absolutely mind-tearing outingly awful. It's just a jump. It's just a really, really hard jump right at the end of the level. So this room is very reflective. Future.
Even if you're frozen, jump a couple of times and you should be able to crack through.
Should be. Why should be? Alright, but this level does show off one of the things I love about this game as well, is that it's kind of just honest with its momentum. It's not going to speed cap you just for the sake of making you not break the boundaries of the game. No, you can absolutely just abuse the physics and skip half the level. I do know a lot of the speedrunner tricks, but I don't want to... Uh-oh. I don't want to use them. Point here is to kind of just enjoy the game itself, soak in its atmosphere, its level design. I think for me, it's always been games that have a really big emphasis on world exploration. Like just letting you walk around outside of what would normally be considered the game space. Not every room is a battle encounter, you know. It's not every room is a boss room. Man. I do think I am gonna skip this section though, because I tricked you. But this is a mechanic that, again, isn't brought back for any other level. It's just, they were experimenting. This was the first time they had Sonic moving around in a big open environment, so they had to find ways to slow him down. Find some way to incorporate, I don't know, some unique movement. I think what makes this game work for me is that, much like Sonic CD, it's less about going fast and platforming as much as it is platforming, but you can also go fast. You know, speed is a reward for successful platforming, whereas they're almost seen as obstacles in the sort of race car design that Sonic's been adopting, I should say.
Use the panel to jump. It may even help guide your way.
But that's just cool. Again, just like Sonic 3 and Knuckles, big on set pieces. No worries. You came back just at the right moment, because this is the best part. used to remember where all the rings are. I was saying earlier, there's a challenge here in the DX version that's near impossible. That's right at the end of the level. That I remember. Nice. Dang it.
Okay!
That's always a 50-50. God, this is just fun. Like, this is just pure, raw fun. At least when I'm not trying to do an objective.
Okay! Yeah! Yes!
Yes, the new Mario Party is going to be a lot of fun. I'll admit, I didn't have a lot of faith in the Mario Party franchise. I kind of dropped off
Yeah,
after they
not
moved away
bad.
from the GameCube, to be honest. Like, I never played any of the Wii ones or the Wii U ones. But then the Switch ones were like, But they got, like, I can't remember, which one was it? Was it Super? But no, I've been impressed. Well, unless it has microphone compatibility, it's never going to beat the Mario Party 5. Or is it 6? Fake fan.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
Am I fighting Knuckles? I am, yes. Knock, knock, it's Knuckles.
What's up, Knuckles? Something bugging you? No time for games, Sonic. Give me the emeralds you have, right now! What? Let's just see you take them, huh? Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Give it your... Oh no. Oh.
Aw, jeez.
Oh no! The Chaos Emeralds!
I don't know why, but I really love that really,
Eggman.
I love that shot where everything is really
Like
FOV'd.
taking candy from a baby.
That's a Chaos Emerald.
That's right, fool! You made it all too easy. You practically
I don't
gave
understand.
them to me.
Like, all of these characters can
Hold it
move
right
faster
there,
than the blink of an eye, and they're
You
just
can't get
standing
away
looking
with
at each
this.
other.
Knuckles, don't tell me Eggman tricked you again.
The engine this game is running on is
you?
amazing.
Way to go,
The fact that it can even
knucklehead.
do this in the first place is astounding.
Now I have 4 lovely emeralds. Chaos!
Although I despise this boss. This is the one part of the game that I'll admit I don't like, and it's having to fight this guy 3 different times.
These are for you, my friend.
Ah! He transformed again!
Man, no one ever cuts us any slack.
You know, I might get the new Mario Party. I'm also thinking it might be fun to stream up to that Mario Party. Like stream 1, 2, 3, 4. Like a game from each. That'd be fun. I could do a snack on each one. See, the problem I have with this boss is it doesn't use any mechanics that you've been taught, that you will use later in the game, or that are even communicated properly. Because what you're supposed to do is not be too far and not be too close. You kind of have to be at this perfect distance where he like pokes his head out of the water like, whoa. But like you don't sink into the water, it's like goo, but that doesn't even look like goo upscaled, that just looks like water. He also doesn't show any sign that he can be hit during the moment where he reaches the surface. Actually, you can see that his thing glows, but with all the different visual effects in this fight, I don't think you could pick that out. Ah, nice shot.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
Is there quick play? I wouldn't mind Mario Party if it was quick play, but I don't know if I can trust randoms to stick around for like a 30-round match. I've got video upscaled too, so this looks amazing.
Behold my floating masterpiece, the Egg Carrier.
Wow, no amount of upscaling is gonna fix that.
It pales in comparison to the power of chaos.
I would love to play with viewers. That would be fun. You'll be one of the first people I reach out to if that becomes a thing. But I think you and Knight are my two frequent flyers right now.
I have some unfinished business to take care of.
No problem, Knuckles. We'll take care of everything here.
Come on! Let's get going!
And then they disappear. Where do they go? I feel really, really bad for these explorers because their entire arc is about them exploring the jungle trying to find the ruins and they never find it. Oh, you were petrified of the boss. After the third time you fight it in this game, it kind of loses its appeal. Well, where do I go after Knuckles? It's not Red Mountain time, is it? No. So I need to go... Well, let's check it out.
The train headed for Station Square
Gotcha.
will be
Okay.
departing
Station
soon.
Square. I've actually spent a lot of time looking at this particular model of Station Square because I tried to make Half-Life 2 maps and Gary's Mod maps. I spent so much time in Hammer. Where am I going? Oh, right. I think it's time to meet Amy. No? Oh, mystical
Go to
orb.
the Mystic Ruins.
Wait,
You
what?
might find something.
The train headed for the Mystic
Oh
Ruins
no,
will be departing
my Sonic
soon.
reputation is quickly diminishing. Although, to be fair, I remember this being a place that stumped me quite a few times as a kid. Oh wait, don't I just need to go up here and talk to Tails and get hit his plane? Am I just being silly?
Sonic, wait here for a second.
Still cool.
Sonic, hop in. Let's go.
Wow, that looks quite good upscaled. I never did care much for this game mode. It would have been nice to skip this. Oh, I didn't even notice, but apparently I'm using a mod that replaces the models on the plane with the original beta ones. That's cute. I'll include another mod list in the description of the VOD itself and on YouTube. I don't actually remember if, when emblem hunting, you needed to actually get a percentage on this level. I'm trying to remember. It's been a long time since I've actually tried to 100% it. In fact, it's been a while since I've played this version of Sonic Adventure. You know, I've got a save that's already completed, so I'll just go to my favorite levels, but it's been a while since I've actually played beginning to end. So this will be a nice refresher for me. I said it in Metroid Prime, I love forgetting games. I love getting the chance to re-remember or rediscover places. Yeah! No, I just saw that you signed up. Thanks for joining the server.
Tails? Tails? You're not who I'm looking for.
I love the way that line is delivered for some reason.
I wonder if he's okay.
You're not who I'm looking for. Oh, there's this guy. I think this is one of the NPCs, or is the NPC that's actually going on dates with two different female NPCs, and they find out and confront him near the end of the game, and it's... Actually, this would be a great time to show off the Chow Garden. In fact, it'll be a great time for me to be a thief. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna end up as a blue splat on someone's windshield. Okay. It's so funny to me because I remember all of the drama that happened with 4Kids, with all of the weird Sonic licensing handling that was happening at this time. And they were like, we can't have Sonic doing things that are illegal. Except that in the games he commits theft and property damage. Yeah, Eggman was... What was that line he says to Chris? It's like, being a villain is one thing, but hurting somebody is another. That's way out of line. And it's like, what? What? Oh, is my Chow in here?
If you
Does
give
it?
a Chow a small animal, the Chow changes. Try experimenting using different
There he
animals.
is. It's Kumo. I'm very proud of this fella. I might show off the Chow races later, but no, we steal a
This is the
golden
Chow
egg,
Garden. If
and
you
now
bring
we
the
can
eggs you
hatch it.
find all over the world, a Chow will be born.
Man, don't even talk to me about pre-orders. I have given up pre-ordering games. I'm just gonna buy it after a month has passed. I can't be assured that I'm actually gonna be able to play the game. Hey, buddy. How you doing? All right, Blue Speed, name him. What have you got for name ideas, Blue Speed? There we go. Oh, Zar. There we go. Arr. Perfect. We'll treat you with all the love and care that a Twitch baby deserves. Put him right next to the water. Have fun, buddy. Alright, I think now we get to go to... Is it Twinkle Park time? I love the day-night... Oh my god, I love the day-night cycle. Oh, I feel you on that, buddy. My phone is eternally cracked. I think it's time for me to... Oh, I completely... Where am I going? I feel like it's time for me to meet up with Amy, but I guess not. Oh, mystical
Why
orb.
don't you try going to the casino?
Oh, right. She's in the casino area.
Sonic, wait up!
I'm okay with using the Joy-Cons. I'm fine with that.
Amy.
Although I'm hoping that
What's wrong
they are
with you
improved with the new
anyway?
Switch model.
Listen, this
But
birdie
that's a
seems
pipe
to be in
dream.
trouble, so you need to be his bodyguard for a while.
You must be kidding.
If you don't, we're just gonna tag along anyway.
Oh, and bye.
No trains are currently in service.
I see. Yes, I've got to go in front of Twinkle Park.
I'm Book, Eggman's robot's on the loose.
No problem. He's just a chunk of cheesy hardware.
Whoa!
Oh, now what? Huh?
Look here. It says, new couples get in free. Let's go.
I don't know if that would fly today.
Amy! Wait!
Unless they're just being cute, and it's like free for everybody.
Oh, man.
That would be
girl
funny.
is such a pain.
I'm honestly hoping that they don't go the way of the Wii again, where motion controls become integrated, because I don't want that. I just want to be lazy when I play my games. I don't want to have to move around. Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, like there'll be a select number of the games which are Joy-Con. But look at this fun little mechanic that's not introduced anywhere else in the game, except for the kart racing, or the kart time trial. Oh. And the music is a remix of the Sonic 3D Blast music. Honestly, the soundtrack for this game is just banger. Like every single track, I should say, on the soundtrack is amazing. Jun Shin-yu is an amazing artist. Sinoi? Shin-yu? I can never say it right. But so much of this game is just fun spectacle. And it's got this kind of... It's got an amusement park run by 3 teenagers feel to it. It's Jun Shin-yu, like Sin-yu, like Sinu, or Jun Sinoi, like so annoying, snoring, snore. What am I saying? I don't know. He's an eccentric. He's allowed to have a weird name. It's this stuff right here that I miss in a lot of the modern Sonic. It's just the places that serve no other purpose than to just waste space and to make the level look bigger. But it's fun to explore them. Sonoe. Jun Sonoe. There we go. This is, I like, bleh, trying to speak. I also like, oh my goodness. Fine, I'll do it up here. But the fact that you can see other parts of the level down below. In fact, this entire level feels like the pre-ride before a Disney attraction. Like the waiting area line that's all themed. Although I don't think they make you walk through water. But again, it goes back to the diorama feel of these levels, which I think is lacking in a lot of the modern games. Everything feels like a racetrack. And I miss when you could, I don't know, be agile instead of just fast. Oh, I was too agile. And because the game is designed this way, it means sometimes you can just do things like this. Never mind. Oh, I feel you there. I have cookies to munch on during my stream break.
Yes!
Here in about 45 minutes, actually, here in about 30 minutes, I'm going to be swapping over to Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, which is just a really fun game to play for about an hour.
Yeah, not bad.
Make yourself a deconstructed
Welcome
sandwich.
to Twinkle Park.
Just eat the ham and the cheese and the bread
shoot.
separately.
I've lost Amy. I bet that robot hauled butt after her. I'd better catch her before it does.
That's another interesting thing about Sonic, is his personality has shifted a lot from what I remember. Back in my day, Sonic was not a... he was kind of a jerk, and I think they forget that nowadays. Like, he's so friendly with everybody, but back in... I'm thinking, like, Sad AM, I'm thinking the comics, he was a bit of a misanthrope sometimes. He wanted to do things his way, at his speed, and if you didn't want it that way, then bye. Exactly, Blue Speed. The remake of this level in Sonic Generations is fantastic. And Sonic Generations itself is amazing. I am so excited for the DLC. I'm gonna do it. It's so weird to me how tuned in they were, even this early on, to how fun it is to go fast. Like, the game really does give you a lot of ground to cover with your speed. It's funny to me that the problem in later Sonic games became, you know, we can't render the space to accommodate how fast Sonic can go, when Sonic Adventure solved it by just having you move up to a higher part of the level and just kind of layering it on top of itself. But no, everything is just race car Sonic. Back in my day. Oh no, expired ham. Ooh, there we go. And yet again, more spectacle. But it pulls it off. Actually looks great. Upscale. And this is yet again another example of why I prefer Sonic Adventure's design. It's just... I want to live here. I want to hang out here. You know, it's funny, I think I probably grew up more with Mario, but I grew far more attached to the Sonic franchise. Whoa. I like both, but I do kind of like the war, it's cute. Oh, which of your Sonic games is your favorite? I would say that Sonic Adventure is my favorite. But, I don't know. It's so hard, because I kind of want to say Sonic CD. Nah, I think honestly Sonic Adventure DX. Unleashed is a good choice. I can't argue with that choice. I mean, I don't like the night levels, but even then, honestly, they're not as bad as people say. Mania was great. Generations was great. Never played Colors. I should play that. It's on the Switch now. Oh man, my brain releases dopamine just thinking about Rooftop Run though. And Windmill Isle. Honestly, I almost feel like the reason Sonic is still alive is because people just still perceive him. And if people just stopped caring, he would vanish immediately.
Yeah, not bad.
It's almost like the rage and the fervor fuels his existence. What are you doing over here? Oh, you're the tourist. I love this. I love that they explain not being able to get to the Mystic Ruins by a worker strike, because they do eventually get their they get what they want, which is, I think, better working conditions and better pay. Oh, Sonic fans love games. They just... They care so... I should say we, as a Sonic fan, we care so much because we want Sonic to matter that much. That's honestly it. We want Sonic to matter that much that it's willing to get into those kinds of arguments. Where am I going?
We have to find Amy. She should still be in this city.
Oh, that's right. She's in the...
Amy? Oh man, where can she be?
Ah! Sonic!
I wonder if I can beat Sonic's story in one stream.
I'll cut him off at the Mystic Ruins.
Oh. Interesting. I was actually expecting them to say, thank goodness we got everything we wanted, but no, it's actually kind of... It's actually kind of subtle. It's like, we're in negotiations, so we're working again.
Let me go, you hunk of junk! I mean it!
Hey there, Bolt Brain! You
Yeah,
better
don't
get
explode
Amy
your
to me or
battery.
I'll squash ya!
I'm gonna squash ya. One of my favorite YouTube creators, Cybershell, does a lot of great videos about this game, mainly about like the NPCs.
Hey, what's happening here?
That was it. I just wanted to mention Cybershell.
Stop!
Sonic, help me!
Shoot! I've lost her again!
Good, I'm glad. I figure pretty much everyone in the community knows about him by now. It's just weird. I orbit a lot of communities. I'm not really a big... I haven't been, but I've trying to be more of a contributor. Whoa. You know what I've forgotten to get this entire time is the bracelet over there in the station square. Yeah, he always takes a couple years hiatus.
This is the ancient light. Try the light speed dash toward the enemy. With this, you can now do the light speed attack.
Did you see those totally transparent textures? With particles? Alright, let me run back to Station Square so I can get that bracelet.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
It's goofy stuff like that that makes me love this game so much. It just feels so honest with its physics. Oh, hey, Big. If anything, I was happy that Frontiers went to a more Adventure 1 design of having you kind of explore a singular area. Well, I can't even really say that it went back to Adventure. I don't know what it went back to. It was... Frontiers was... I want to like Frontiers. I don't know why I'm so hesitant about it.
This is the Crystal Ring. This reduces the time needed to store
Oh yeah.
power for
Oh
the
yeah,
light
yeah.
speed
I usually
dash.
wait a month or two before I buy a game. I think the last game I pre-ordered and bought midnight
Froggy, where are you?
was Skyrim. And that game wasn't worth it. I mean, nah, that's not fair. I spent thousands of hours on that game. Uh-oh. Oh, don't look at that.
The train headed for the
You know,
Mystic
I've
Ruins
never
will be
felt compelled to
departing
pre-order
soon.
because so often there's, you know, a day one patch. There's some weird balancing issue with the multiplayer. I mean, I get it. That's just the industry now. I don't take it personally. I just have to, as a consumer, be more careful. And I can't jump on the bandwagons. Oh no, Nintendo, for all their faults, they are a game maker. For better or worse, they make good games. My only issue with Nintendo is that they view games as toys, and I think it affects their ethos in general. Yes. Yeah, I mean, you can say movies are toys. I'm not going to go on a tirade about it, but I think Nintendo ultimately limits themselves by being a bit too uptight. What's the word I want to use? Not uptight. A little too rigid. I mean, for them, going back to the original Zelda formula was considered a brave new step in a new direction. I've been honestly really impressed with the indie space lately, and my hope is that we're gonna get something like the movie industry, like with Cleopatra and Gone with the Wind, where those movies were just, they cost too much money, and the movie industry just kind of splinters, and we're gonna not have AAA gaming. We're just gonna have lots of really big studios and lots of really big indie studios. People gotta remember, gaming as a media, as a form of media, is really, really young. There is still so much shit that's gonna happen. I am just soaking in this atmosphere. I've got a lot of fixes that change the oh my god. That changed the Lantern engine. Oh my goodness. I'm stopping to smell the flowers, and I'm getting punished. Again, this game is just so fun to explore. Trying to think. Out of any... Honestly, I can't think of a bad Mario game. I can think of some kind of meh Mario games, but out of any franchise, they really are a solid 7 out of 10 franchise. 7.5. But you get some 10 out of 10s like Galaxy, on Wonder, Galaxy 2. Sonic is unfortunately a solid 5, maybe 4. That's why we love him. He's the anti-norm. He always has been. That he's an icon of rebellion.
Yeah, not bad.
Oh my god, why did it echo? Trying to think what levels are left. Oh, Skydeck! Yes, I love Skydeck. It's long, but oh, I love the theming so much.
Hey, Sonic!
Tails, I'm glad you're okay. Ready to roll, champ? Let's go!
Roger!
Wow, I've not seen this upscaled. I can't be upset about these flying sections. It's just another way that the developers were trying to be clever. I mean, again, they were experimenting with so much. It would have been cool if they, like the same way they did with Sandhill, if they could have changed it maybe into like a stationary shooting game. I don't know. Like many parts of this game, it needed a couple more months to be developed. As far as shoot-em-ups go, this isn't the worst one I've played.
Haha! So far, so good!
And it's not even that long.
Hope
It's
you know
just...
what you're doing.
You bet! Watch this!
It's just not a section that you look forward to doing.
Let's do it!
There are a lot of games that I would like to stream next. Like, I would love Half-Life 2. Like, that's a game I could blow through in, like, 5 streams. But I'd kind of like to play something on the GameCube after I finish Prime. Oh, nice. I've been interested in playing a lot of the games while I'm still starting out that are kind of... I know enough about that I can have the backup of memory in case, you know, there's a lull in the stream and I can be like, oh, I know where to go. I have to progress. But I would love to play Chibi Robo, but that game's fairly long. I'm not hitting. Hey. Not too bad.
Alrighty, we're in!
We gotta land on the egg carrier.
Whoops. I forgot something.
What's that?
There's no landing gear in this mode.
What? Wow, this thing is really huge.
No time to gawk now. We need to find Amy.
You're right, my friend. So here we go.
Excellent voice acting. 10 out of 10 performance. I love this
Don't
game.
get too many ideas, you fools! You haven't seen the power this vessel really has! Get a load of this!
Oh, wow! It's changed shape. Did you see that?
Darn, this makes it harder for us to get to the bridge.
I hate it when he doesn't listen.
I miss the sight of Sonic. I miss sassy
You
Sonic.
weren't expecting this. The only way you can get to me is through the sky deck. Find out if you can figure this one out.
Oh yeah? Well, I'll show you. Bring it on.
Wait a minute. This must be the way to the sky deck.
This must be the way to the sky deck.
Okay, but unironically, an amazing level. Really, really janky with its mechanics. I don't think... Like I said, this game was experimenting a lot, and I think this was one of the experiments that didn't completely succeed, but man, does it feel cool. The idea here is you're supposed to be clinging on to things, like feeling like you're on the side of this giant flying ship, but it doesn't really communicate itself properly, and it just feels weird. But, whoa, at least it looks cool as hell. I'm gonna waste my invincibility just to point out that there is this entire modeled deck of a bridge, or a bridge of a ship. It's like an Enterprise setup. And it's just here. Some level designer just made this set piece and put it here. Oh. Whoa. I never understood this, but it does look funny. But I mean, come on, that's just awesome. Whoa! That was my fault. I tried to look cool. I'm gambling with my life today. Yeah. Doesn't feel super intuitive, I mean, I get what it's doing. It's supposed to feel like, oh my god, I'm on this massive ship. But like many things, it is jank. Ugh. Especially this part. But honestly, it's just, the level design here is so cool. Here we go. This part's always a little tricky. Aw, come here. But look at this massive environment they textured and modeled. Although I think at this part most people are like, oh my god, why is the level not over yet? Although I love the implication that here another character is altering the tilt of the ship. I mean, if my joke answer is something like Sonic 06 is the worst Sonic game, but I think worst in terms of like offending me personally, I would probably say Sonic Lost World. That felt like the game's selling out super hard. I'm sorry, I know some people really like it, but it felt soulless. I'm sorry. Oh no. I tried so hard and got so far. No. What? What? It's okay. We take these. Nah, Lost World just hit me kind of meh. Nothing personal against the game. I just think of all the Sonic games, it probably ends up being the weakest link. I said before, I don't like race car Sonic design, and Lost World feels like a hybrid of that mixed with Galaxy. Eating spaghetti with a spoon? Well, I guess you get the sauce.
Yes.
Oh, can I fit
Yeah,
one more
not
level
bad.
in? I bet I can do... Yeah. I can do Final Egg.
Is
Oh
that
no, I
it?
still have to do the
It
boss.
might be, but let's check out the bridge.
While I'm here, might as well break into Eggman's secret island. I don't know why. I don't know what the thought behind this was when the developers put it here. But it's kind of cool. You ran out of forks? That's a mood. I understand. This is another environment I tried really hard to model in the Hammer editor for Team Fortress 2 and Gary's mod. In fact, I actually tried to model it out in Blender as well. But I love little deserted islands like this. Just tiny little cozy islands. Like Kame House. I would love to live in Kame House. My god, look at that sky. I mean, obviously you can tell it's AI generated, but... I've got a couple of mods that are supposed to restore functionality to effects that were present in the code of the original game, but were never activated. Like certain sound effects, certain sound VFX, and what am I trying to say? Filters, echo effects, post-processing.
Ha! They're too late.
I'm too late.
Not the birdie! A Chaos Emerald! No way!
Be gone, all of you! This is all I really need. Gather!
Hell yeah.
What is your wish, Master Robotnik?
Get rid of these pests! Show them what you've got!
Aye, aye, sir.
And don't disappoint me, or else...
Oh, I love every single one of Gamma's themes. Like his main theme, the battle he has with Beta. I guess that's it.
Stop it, Sonic!
Step aside, Amy! Out of my way!
No! This robot is my friend! He helped me! Don't hurt him!
Okay. Whatever you say. You must have your reasons.
Hey, the ship is losing altitude!
Hurry, Tails! Take Amy and get out of here!
Well, what about you?
I'll find that Eggman and put him out of commission.
What are you talking about, Blue Speed? Everybody in this game talks just fine. Whoa, what was that camera? This must be the way to the sky deck.
If I'm to continue, I need to change this ship back to its original shape. There must be a switch somewhere on the bridge. I've got to find it now.
Okay. You can do every Sonic voice. They are fun. Man, I've got so much nostalgia for Julia White Sonic. But I honestly think this one... Oh, who is it? Is this Griffith? Or is that Sonic Adventure 2? You're right, Ryan Drummond. God, I remember the fallout that came with the 4Kids casting. Why can I not... Interesting, I'm getting thrown into the corner of the room instead of the actual hole. Okay. Interesting.
If you turn this switch on, rings will appear on the floor.
Yeah, I heard about that. I know Ryan was really... He liked being Sonic. Come on, friend. Come on, Sonic. You got this. Come on. There you go, buddy. I plan to play Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, the demo. But the biggest problem I had with Metal Gear Solid 5 was the fact that they replaced...
Resuming monorail operation.
Why can't I remember anybody's name? What is going on? But they replaced him with Kiefer Sutherland. David Hayter. That's driving me crazy. It's because I'm trying to play the game and talk at the same time. I'm still getting used to all this. I think I'm going to push for it. I think I'm going to push to end this Sonic story. And then I'll swap over to Bomb Rush.
Oh no! Not again! Chaos! Could this be the same beast?
Could this be the same beast?
Oh yes! Attack Sonic!
Yeah, I only started 3 weeks ago. This is my 3rd week streaming.
If he's your friend, I'll help you. Just leave it to me.
Now I have 6 of the Chaos Emeralds. There's only one more left to find. I even found Chaos's missing tail.
You won't get away with this, you madman!
I will.
I've wanted
You
to
know
stream
that,
forever, I
Chaos,
just never did.
even though he's not perfect
But
yet.
serendipity has allowed me to
Okay, Chaos.
have the time
Destroy
for
them
it.
all immediately.
And the means. I mean, most of my streams are just me playing games that I like and talking over them like this. I just like talking about video games.
No way.
I can't believe this.
Aha. 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 No way. I can't believe this.
Again, the bosses in this game are not fantastic,
I can't believe
but they're memorable, I guess.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
But now we're gonna go to my actual favorite level of the Sonic stages. Well, no, Windy Valley is so good. Windy Valley is my favorite, just for the sake of it being such a good level. But Final Egg's the one I like to play.
Sonic! Hey there, Knuckles. Glad you finally made it. I thought you got lost or something.
Until we meet again, Sonic!
Stop! Come back here!
Oh my god, I forgot about Lost World.
I
Dang it.
hate Eggman. Where's this?
I agree, Blue Speed, I agree. That's okay, this is a good level. This will be the last level, and then I'll do a BRB.
That light. I think it's trying to show me something.
don't even have to do the puzzle, because Knuckles already did it for us. I should brew some tea during the break. I have a little bit of soda left over, too. This is an interesting level. This is where they really tried to make a puzzly level. It's almost like the Labyrinth Zone. I think it's not the best level, but it's memorable. Now, I spent forever trying to learn the skip here, and it involved ramping off of this snake's mouth to clip through the wall, and I do not want to go through that. So we'll just do this the old-fashioned way.
Press this switch to raise the water level.
You got it. This is an interesting puzzle, and I think in the DX version, the original one, the collision was so janky it was almost impossible, but again, it's hard to be upset with them with how hard they tried. The story behind all of these textures is fascinating because they went to the actual ruins of Aztec temples for inspiration for this game. They took pictures and used them as textures. Like, you don't do that unless you really give a shit about the game you're making. Or you want an excuse to go on holiday. Well, it'll give me a chance to play Donkey Kong Country Returns, because that one I ended up just not getting around to. Wow, look at that. You can actually see the background. Although, don't look at it for too long. Don't like this puzzle. Don't like not being able to see. I don't like the dark. Oh. It's always janky trying to do these lightspeed dashes while you still have the magnet shield. It's obvious that Indiana Jones is a big inspiration for this part, or for this stage, but it's cool seeing a lot of the images of them in the temples, looking at all the different things, and then seeing those represented in the game. Like, the actual temple in the Mystic Ruins, I think, is based off of one of the temples they saw. Although, it could be said that it's fairly generic, so... Triangular shape. But here's an interesting puzzle. Running on the walls. It works, but yet again, it's one of those things that maybe if it had another level to sort itself out, maybe it would be in... No, I think they explore it pretty well in this room. I just wish it wasn't tied to these weird switches. But it does mean you can do stuff like... I'm trying to play honest. That's not how I usually play. Usually I'm zipping all over the place, but I want to give this game its fair shake. Man, you know what?
Yes.
Screw it. I can do Final Egg and Viper. I can do that in like 15 minutes. Why not? Oh man, I can't believe Shadow is going to be a main character again.
Yeah, not bad. Whoa, what's this? A mural. What's this place? Where am I? This is really weird.
Why did this have to happen? It's terrible. I must stop this now.
They really did try really hard to tell a cool story.
What was that all about? I don't think I'm dreaming here. Hmm? Eggman! What's he doing here? Well, never mind. This time I'll get him good!
Get him good? This is probably my favorite stage to play through, just casually, because out of all the levels that have weird experimental mechanics, I think this one actually manages to dial it back, because it's the final zone and it's more like a really hard platforming challenge more than anything. I don't know, maybe the mechanics just work better in this one, but I love it. Also, as far as final zones go, this one feels properly mechanical. Like, this feels like Scrap Brain Zone made in 3D. Also, kick-ass music. Ow. And look at these goofy-ass cartoon Looney Tunes looking crushers that are just at the ends of these platforms for no reason. And look! This is nonsense. Oh my god. Yeah? Oh, that was cool. This is unironically my favorite part of the level. I just love really hard platforming. It's interesting to think that this game came out on the Dreamcast. I don't know. The Dreamcast manages to be a really weird shortstop between, like, the PlayStation 1 and the PlayStation 2, or, like, the Nintendo 64 and GameCube. But man, what a console the Dreamcast was. I've got one. It's the only real retro console I own. I've got the Mini for the PlayStation and NES, and the Switch. And the DS. But I also like exploring this area as big, because you can climb on top of these vats and fish inside them. And I love that literally the background of this area is just an industrial area. It's just pipes. That's the background. But because you run past this area so fast, you don't notice it. Well, not until it's blown up in resolution like this. I do not think that is milk. And Kool-Aid sounds really good right now. I said before, this game kind of has a handmade aesthetic. It kind of just like, how do I put it? Hello? Okay. Okay. Sonic Adventure 2 felt very prefabby. Like, it felt a lot of copy and paste. And as a result, the whole game felt more... it felt a little less heartful. What am I trying to say? I can't put my words together properly. What I'm trying to say is this game has more of a careful quality to it. It feels like every level has been handcrafted. Every pixel has been placed with care. Whereas they had to cover a lot of ground to show off how much speed Sonic could cover, or how much ground Sonic could cover. So they ended up just creating tools that made lots of level really fast, but it ended up being kind of meh. Adventure 2 is great. It's a great game, and I think is probably objectively better. But I will always prefer the Sonic Adventure experience. It's visiting Grandma's house as opposed to visiting, I don't know, your cousin who works in accounting. I'm sorry to anybody whose cousin works in accounting, or is a cousin who works in accounting. Yeah, I did notice we're getting more RPGs. I was surprised, because I didn't think that the RPGs sold well enough for them to Whoa. For them to warrant that, but I'll take them happily. I will happily take them. Ugh. This is just fun.
Hey, let go! Hey, let go!
If we wait long enough, that platform will eventually descend, but I'm not interested enough in what's up there. Alright, let's wrap up this boss so I can go eat my cookie. I really hope Nintendo listened to the feedback from, what was it? Color Splash?
Yeah, not bad.
Whatever period of time it was that they said that the Toads couldn't be personalized, or like they couldn't create any new Mario characters, or whatever nonsense that was. People were really upset because we like uniqueness. We like the crazy one-off characters like Goombella and, not Goombella. You get what I'm saying. But, I don't know. Nintendo has been riding this really thin line recently of being a super sanitized corporate slop and still being like a games publisher.
Hold it right there, Eggman.
I will say, out of all the boss fights, this is the one that I feel like is the most exciting. Although, if you're playing it for the first time, it's infuriating.
Get a load of this! Get a load of this! Ah! Get a load of this! Get a load of this!
I'm locked in. I am locked in.
See if you can make it through here, Sonic.
Man, I kind of wish they would try another Sonic RPG. Chronicles is not great, but I would like for them to try again.
Get a load of this! Get a load of this! Aha! See if you can make it through here, Sonic. Ah!
What I think Sega needs to do more than anything, Sonic Team in particular, is just make a sequel. Like, I'm so happy they're making the Shadow DLC because they're actually iterating upon something they already know works. Like, Sonic keeps changing genre every game title.
It's no use. Give up. See if you can make it through
Not
here,
genre, but you get what I mean. One minute he's on circular planetoids, and the other he's, you know, a werehog.
Get a load of this! Get a load of this!
Eventually, what am I trying to say? Sonic will end up in the hands of Nintendo. I have a feeling.
All systems.
Enough time has passed now that I don't know if anybody cares about the Sonic Mario debate. It's not even a debate anymore. It's just, yeah, there's no line anymore. I mean, they both got beat up by Sephiroth. So,
No!
That was, you know, that's my own fault. I forgot. I thought it was one platform. I don't know why I did that.
Get a load of this! Get a load of this! Get a load of this!
Man, Microsoft, man. Man. Man.
See if you can make it through here. Get a load of this!
I miss
Get a
Minecraft.
load of this! Get a load
I miss
of
the simple
this.
days.
Get a load of this! Aha! See if you can make it through here, Sonic. Ah! Get a load of this! Get a load of this! Get a load of this! Aha! See if you can make it through here, Sonic.
Okay.
Ah! Get a load of this! 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 It's no use. Give up. See if you can make it through here, Sonic. Ah! Get a load of this! Get a load of this!
Come on.
Get a load of this!
Quit messing around. Fight me. There we go.
It's no way! I can't. Ah! All systems, full power! It's no use. Give up.
No.
Ah!
You can't say that as I'm about to kick you in the face. I gotta say,
He's not gonna get
I'm
away
conflicted
with
still. I don't know how to feel about an alpha
this.
dream
No
or
use. Give up.
an alpha dreamless Mario and Sonic game. Mario and Sonic. Mario and Luigi.
Watch out! He's up to something.
Yeah.
You've had your fun. Now it's my turn. Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
Sonic, you just killed a man. Well, nice. I can't believe it. We finished the entire Sonic story in one stream. I'm impressed. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Blue Speed. Generations was just generally, like, just genuinely good. What I'm hoping is that Shadow isn't locked to his own content. I want to play as Shadow in all the other levels. Skyrail. That's how I felt when I saw Crisis Core in Generations. I'm like, what? Alright, I'm gonna let this play, and then I'm gonna go to a BRB. I'll be back in about, 10 minutes, and we're gonna play some Bomb Rush Cyberpunk.